Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you, and today I'm talking about Cold Pursuit, released last month, directed by Hans-Peter Moland, I believe, is how you pronounce that, and starring the legendary Liam Neeson, as well as Laura Dern, Tom Bateman, Emmy Rossum, William Forsythe, and Raul Julia. This is a remake of a Norwegian film called, I believe, called In Order of Disappearance from 2014, starring the great Stellan Skarsgård. Uh, 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 Directed by the same guy too. Now, why I just assumed going into this, I'm sure a lot of people will, that it's just another badass Liam Neeson movie that he's been doing for the last 10 years. But it's not. It's a very, very dark film. The whole setup here is he is a he's Mr. Plow in a Colorado town, small Colorado town where nothing ever happens, and his kid is murdered. Now the cops think it's a heroin overdose, but his kid wasn't a drug addict. So I mean, his wife goes crazy and leaves him. He's on the brink of suicide when a friend of his son's, or a guy who was involved in it, confesses to Liam Neeson. And Liam Neeson goes on, of course, a revenge mission. Now, as a revenge movie goes, it's standard. You know what revenge movies do. But it's all the little things, all the little nuances. And I will say that this was, this did seem kind of, out of whack, out of order. It just kind of felt like I don't know, like it could have been tighter as a movie, I suppose is a word to put it. But I loved a lot of the characters. Interestingly enough, the least interesting characters in the film are Liam Neeson and the villain. The villain is way over the top and just a cartoon played by Tom Bateman, doing maybe the worst American accent I think I have ever heard in my life. But the style is what I liked about this movie, and the best way I could describe it is like, I mean, I'm sitting there thinking Coen Brothers, I'm thinking Sam Peckinpah, I'm thinking Frank Miller. It was just this wild, insane fucking movie full of really crazy, evil characters and some wacky humor. I like how the villain was really stupid, and he would say something stupid, and they would like cut to a close up of two of his henchmen looking at each other and just like rolling their eyes. I like that kind of humor. Some really, really dark humor surrounding death scenes and stuff like this. There's a scene where there's the gay characters, but the way it's shown in the movie. Well, I'll just tell you what happens is these two guys, two of the gangsters are just talking, and out of nowhere they just like start making out like really aggressively right away, and it was like it made me laugh out loud because it reminded me of like it was like something they do on Family Guy. You know what I mean? And now I liked this movie. I liked the dark humor. I liked the brutal violence. I liked Liam Neeson, even though he just had the generic kind of character. And of course, you know, once again, somebody fucking with his kid. I mean, have they not learned yet? Do not fuck with Liam Neeson's children. It will not end well for you. Oh, and plus I gotta say, you know, the whole, like I said, you take dark humor, evil characters, and this brutal violence, and you put Liam Neeson in the lead of it, and you throw it on the fucking frozen vastness of the American West. Yeah, just so much going for this movie. It had flaws, but I'm going to give it 4 stars because I like this movie a lot. Hope you guys like this review. Hope y'all come back for my next review. Please like, subscribe, leave suggestions if you will. I'm Jake Davis. I'll catch you on the fly.